Welcome back. You're watching Market Pulse here on DTVI. We were talking about an acquisition that CL Educate has recently concluded, and to talk about it, we have with us Nikhil Mahajan, the ED and CFO at CL Educate. Mr. Mahajan, good to have you on the show. Let me first ask you about your acquisition. How do you see this improving your bottom line and top line going forward? What are the timelines that one is seeing and the kind of synergies that this acquisition brings on the table?
Yeah, let me cover both the acquisitions one by one. The Eton acquisition is synergetic with our test prep business because it adds two new product lines to our test prep business, namely the CA and the civil services. Besides that, it also adds about 35 centers which are currently on the Eton VSAT network. We expect this network to expand to many CL centers, which currently number 160. So last year the CA and the civils business did about 15-16 crores of top line, and in FY18 we are looking at around 18 to 20 crores of top line from the Eton business coming to the CL fold. We expect the growth in the subsequent years when the penetration of the Eton network increases, not just plain Eton centers, but the existing CL centers which pick up the VSAT centers. We expect the revenue growth to be much faster in the subsequent second and the third year. On the AKMS Achandra business, that's a very nascent, upcoming and a fast-growing business line, which has been helped by the new framework of institutional ranking launched by the government. If you recall, about 10-12 days ago, the Ministry of HRD had released the first NIRF ranking, and this has put a lot of pressure on the Indian institutions and the universities to upgrade their research capabilities to score higher on the research institutional ranking framework. So while currently this is a very small business with about 2.5 crores of revenue in FY17, we expect this business to grow 5x in the next 2 years. And this is a highly profitable business with about 25 to 30% margin. And this will significantly begin to accrete profitability in the coming 2 years.
But sir, tell me and help me understand how different is your model as opposed to the other peer companies in your space, because there is a lot of interest and we are seeing a lot of many other companies coming with their IPOs in the education space. How do you see yourself gaining as vis-a-vis the others in terms of the model that you've taken up going forward?
Yeah, we are predominantly basically into two broad business areas. One is the consumer space where we deal directly with the customers, which includes our test prep services and our publishing business. Now, we probably have one of the largest pan-India reach with about 162 centers, which will go up to about 200 centers with the Eton acquisition. And we also have probably the most widest portfolio of products in our basket. Now, these two combination of wider geographical penetration and the wide product basket enables us to probably grow at a much faster clip as compared to few other players in the industry. In the institutional or the enterprise space, we have a big relationship with corporate clients as well as institutional clients. And we expect that business will to keep growing at a steady pace as it has over the past, and add to the bottom line.
New courses that you'll be... Sure. But I want to ask you, sir, what are the new courses that you'll be adding this summer, and more importantly, the growth that you're targeting for yourself for the next financial year, if you can give us and help us with the number?
See, we will, based on the Eton acquisition, we will be adding the CA and civil services product, which was not in our portfolio. So this will add about 18 to 20 crores of revenue. We are also looking and exploring the possibility of adding GATE and few other technical knowledge products to the portfolio in the coming years. It may not add revenue in the first year, but I think in the coming 2 years this will begin to show positive results.
Also, sir, are you going to also look at more acquisitions to grow this business? There are quite a few smaller entities that perhaps would fit your bill. So, is that something on the agenda and on your cards? If yes, what are these areas that you'll be looking to sort of acquire?
Before I answer that question, let me come. See, Chandra, we were already holding 51%. So looking at the business potential and its attractiveness, we have decided to go to 100%. Yes, Eaton we have acquired is predominantly driven by the attractiveness and its synergy that established. The key parameters and criteria which will drive our future outlook on acquisitions will be how fast that business can grow in the coming years and the cost at which it will come. Predominantly, how quickly can we generate the returns on the investment which we decide to make in that acquisition. So we are going to look at fast-growing, nascent, and high return on capital investments.
Right, Mr. Mahajan, we leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations on the closure of the acquisitions that you've made for two entities that you can see. CL Educate on your screens up half a rupee, which is about 426 rupees at this point in time. We slip it to a short break on this note.